A lot of girls, they see my face on TV so many times that that's what they want. They want to get associated with that person. It's the fame that gets these people. It is not me. It's the fame. Because I watch females look at me when they didn't know who I was, and I can see it, nothing. And then as soon as somebody whispered who I was, it's this glare in their eye. You make yourself want that person, you know?
How do you feel about that?
I don't understand how people could stand next to you 1 year, and next year they cannot stand there. They just going crazy screaming. They just can't take it that you're right there. But just last year, I was in the same club, walking around lonely like a motherfucker, you know what I'm saying? Couldn't get a date, couldn't get nobody to dance with me. I was too skinny, too something, and now he's just adorable. He's just, oh.
Greetings and salutations. Now, when you hear the clip, right? Now, the clip is from Tupac. I think this is like the last, I want to say the mid-90s, right? When he did this statement about female behavior, the female nature. So the question I propose is, if Tupac Shakur was alive in 2022, and with those type of statements, would this make him an incel? Well, the answer the answer is going to be a very convoluted one, because the word incel, which means involuntary celibacy, is a term today is passed around freely and often being misused, and it's always misused to question, demean, and slander the person or persons who question female nature and that of the woman, of a particular woman or a particular type of female. We live in a world where you know, because of the patriarchy, because of capitalism, it creates the need for security. And women are, if you judge by that sound clip, women of a certain age group, mainly in their teens, 20s, up until the 30s, are looking for security. And somehow a lot of women are being dishonest in their endeavors of not understanding what is or what constitutes security. And what Tupac just said in the video, it also reveals another thing. Doesn't matter how much money you have. That's right. Doesn't matter how much money you have. Doesn't matter how much influence you have. Female nature is always female nature, and you're not going to change that. But what men should do, and this is my humble opinion, what men should do is to find the self-confidence within himself. What men should do in the light of this is find a way to seek pleasure outside of carnal desires. What men should do is to seek fulfillment from other things. Now, granted, we're human beings. All of us are human beings. Every man and woman are human. And then there are the impulses. And because of that, you're going to fall short, or you're going to be close of falling short of seeking things outside of the flesh, the needs of the flesh. that's a very even when a rich man is sounding like a broke man, it's telling. Because usually, if this was somebody on YouTube or social media, Tupac would have been called a dusty, a beta male. He's broke. He's homosexual, gay. He don't like women. He's misogynist. Anything under the sun, they will sit there and call this brother a fill in the blank. And so I think, though, the sad thing is he never had a chance to experience what having a family or having a prodigy of his own. And a lot of men, no matter his race or religion, would, you know what? I'm gonna skip that. I'm gonna skip that part. I'm gonna skip that part because it's not gonna sound right when I say it. But I'll say this though, because of the patriarchy and the not socialism, the marketplace, the capitalistic marketplace, in order to solve the issue with the incel, to solve the issue when it comes to people who are MGTOW, to solve the issue people who are in the true force loneliness, in other parts of the red pill community, manosphere. Oh yeah, I'm gonna talk about the red pill in a minute though. Check that out. That might come out after this video. I'm not sure yet. But I think the solution is, and this is where people like FD Signifier failed. This is where people like Mooncat, whatever her name is, failed. Many people on the left has failed to address men's problems. And since we are in a capitalistic and yes, a patriarchal system, we have to change the fundamentals of what makes a man a man. We need to start doing things that would create households, give purpose, and give guidance to young men. See, a lot of these men don't have purpose in their life. They feel that they are invisible. They feel that they don't matter, that there's no emotional attachment to them. Now, maybe that's their parents, maybe that's their fathers, primarily, maybe that's society. But I prefer to say it's society in general, because society in general does not look at boys and saying, let's save the boys. Because the boys are going to be the main ones on the front line in the next 15, 20, 25 years and more. These boys are going to become men, and men have to be on the front line. So what incentives that need to be created for such a for men to be lack of a better word, to be seen as well, let me say something. I think some of it might be if there was a somewhat of a draft movement for young boys, young men to be part of a public service, something akin to the FDR's what's that thing FDR tried to do? The TFA, the TWA, that President Roosevelt was trying to do in the 1930s. I think something like that needs to happen for the 21st century. Need to be updated. All that, and the second thing that also need to be done is to reform the education curriculum, because our education curriculum are more geared towards, according to Susan Hoff Summers in her book War on Boys, is more geared towards girls than boys, and it's not equalized. Also, that what needs to happen is to address the over medication of Ritalin, Prozac, mind-altering drugs on young boys. That needs to be explored, and this idea, and also try to solve the problem of the issues about autism and other mental illnesses that boys are getting more than that of girls. I think that should be the issue. That should be the solution to the problem. To make confident boys to be great men. And with great men, you have great families. And with great families, you have, a strong, vibrant nation. That's what I believe. This is not a liberal issue. This is not a conservative issue. This is a Western world issue, and it needs to be addressed. Anyway, like, share, subscribe. It's time to get down to the root cause of things and not worry about the symptoms. Anyway, I'm out, y'all. Peace.